Started out as a normal day. We were just kind of working on upgrading some light fixtures on the guard shack, make it a little bit brighter for the guards to see everybody that's coming through. Craig and I met in late 2014, 2015-ish. We were working on the slope together, and Craig heard some noise. He noticed that there was a construction worker over there that he couldn't see anymore. And then when he did, he noticed he was on the ground. We ran over there, and then as we got closer and kind of speeding up, then we kind of heard like a real light help. We could hear like something was wrong in his voice. And as we got there, we noticed the gate had fell over on top of him. He was kind of laying at an angle, so I think it was kind of going across his face and then down onto his body. So he was cut up pretty good in the face.
He was monkeying with the gate, or he had picked the gate up, and the gate had fell over on top of him. And when it fell over on top of him, he had his back to the gate. From my knowledge, it folded him up in half. The gate fell on him, and the gate bounced back up, and he was able to not be folded in half, and he was able to lay flat, but the gate came back down on top of him, and it was completely over the top of him. He was under the barbed wire edge of the fence, so he was pretty cut up, so he's bleeding pretty good. We had found out post the accident that the gate was roughly in the 12 to 1,400 pound range. Between the two of us, we picked up the gate far enough to where I kind of locked my knees, and I told Royce, I said, I think I can hold this thing up just long enough for you to grab him and pull him out from underneath the gate. And he did. He was kind of out of it. Like he wasn't quite there with us. He was trying to stand up, and we were trying to keep him down where we felt like he needed to be. He worked for the Port Authority. I immediately got on the phone with 911, and Royce went to doing first aid, wrapping him up with his coat, using his coat as a kind of a pillow, trying to keep him down, trying to keep him calm, warm. All the training that we've done through the years has kind of just second nature kicked in. The first responders were there fairly quick. It was out in the middle of a field, so I was trying to give them directions as close as I could, and then I was telling them, look out in the road, because I'm gonna be out in the road trying to wave you down to where we're at, because there's no address to where we were at. It was like in a field that just had a gate. Anybody else would have done the exact same thing as what we did. And we just happened to be in the spot to see it happen.
A month or so afterwards, got a phone call and chatted with him. He was just telling us how grateful he was and how happy he is that he's still around. And I was just telling him how happy we were that we were able there to make sure he's able to go home to his family. It's better to go home a little bit beat up than not at all.
He did call me. He wanted to thank me. He wanted to thank me and tell me that his kids were grateful.